first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And a give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the stop.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Down and 5.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches, so how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Wilson over the middle, Dorsett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On 2nd down, it's Carson. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
12-yard line.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 8.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay up. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 17.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Quandre Diggs on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready. Last 50. I'm going back to you.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. Benson Mayowa on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are back within a score. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. Second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
Another Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 19.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
Wilson will throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Run to the sideline.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead.
26.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.